What a crazy card. Normally I was supposed to have Oliveira in front of me instead of you. Can you explain us how everything went?
I was just living my life, and then I get a phone call that Charles, I did not expect it at all. Yeah, I was very happy I got that phone call because couldn't wipe the smile off my face as soon as I got told that it was happening. So it was crazy. It was a crazy turn of events, but I think that just adds to this whole story. So I think that's bringing a lot of hype to this rival we have, the rematch and this card.
Preparing to fight Makhachev again in lightweight in only 10 days. It's crazy, no?
Yeah, I'm a crazy man. You know what I mean? If anyone, like I said, I've been saying for the last week and this week, if anyone can come in on 10 days' notice, it's me. If anyone can not only take the fight, it's me, and actually go out there and win the fight, it's me. So, I've been saying that. I ain't all talk. I like to walk. I like to walk it as well.
But you were like in shape, like ready for, or just in vacation? Or?
I mean, I'm always in shape. I didn't expect to fight. I thought I was fighting in January, but I always make sure I'm at least looking after myself in the gym, training and getting better and evolving. But yeah, so I was definitely training.
All right. And what would it mean to you to finally become double champ?
It mean everything to me, especially now. The double champ, I think the rematch with Islam is bigger to me than the actual lightweight title. Getting this win is something that I'm more pumped up for, and I think he's bigger for my legacy. So I'm looking forward to going out there and it would mean a lot for my legacy. Especially on the 12 days notice and all this hype. I think this would be huge. This is stuff that people will be talking about for a very long time.
Yeah, so it's clearly like a legacy fight.
Yeah, for sure, 100% it is. I mean, the rematch itself is going to be a legacy fight, and then all other stuff that just adds to my story.
And is it like your moment now, kind of the last opportunity to become double champ?
Oh, I think so. That's why a lot of people are saying it's a no-lose situation for me, which isn't true. I lose my. If I was to lose, I don't get a shot at the belt again. Then that rivalry's finished. There's a lot to lose for me. So, but there's just no pressure. There's more pressure on him, but there's still a lot to lose for me, but there's a lot to lose for him as well. So, and that's how I look at it. High risk, high reward. Can't wait to go out and take it all.
And there is this belt, but there is also this pound for pound #1 step to get to, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm right up there now. So like you're talking all that. I mean, I'm not really thinking of that, to be honest. I'm thinking of going out there and just beating Islam. For me, that's my goal here, getting that win back, and really setting a statement. So that's more important to me than all the other things.
Talking about your first fight against him, you clearly showed that you could win. What does this loss has changed in your mind, and from this fight,
Yeah, I've learned a lot from that fight. I learned a lot about him. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot of techniques along the way. So I was able to work on a lot of things. I was able to build confidence in ways. There was a lot of things that I gained from that fight, and I'm going to roll that straight into this weekend.
Yeah, what has changed, especially like striking or?
Oh, I mean, like obviously my confidence in my wrestling and scrambling ability. I've always been good there. I've always been confident, but now I got to put it to the highest test.
Yeah.
And even with guys bigger than me, even though I do it in the gym, but then I got to do it to what people consider the biggest challenge. I was able to prove that not only to the world, but to myself.
Yeah, put Craig Jones' instruction to the real deal, right?
Yeah, well, exactly right. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've got to deal with guys like Craig Jones. Craig Jones is a big dude, one of the best grapplers in the world. So that's why I don't know why you shouldn't be surprised that I can deal with these sort of things.
Now the position seems to have changed. It's not anymore like David against Goliath like he used to be in February. Which is like, what do you think about this situation? Maybe like...
Yeah, it's definitely not the David and Goliath. It's definitely not me being this massive underdog that didn't stand a chance because they got to see like, oh wow, what happened last time. Obviously there's still a lot of the story that me coming on without any preparation and all that. So I'm still glad I get to still sort of, because I love that storyline. David versus Goliath. I love that. You know, like that's a bigger moment. That's bigger for my legacy.
Yeah.
And but I mean, after that fight, it was going to be hard for that to happen again because everyone can see what I could do. But now it's on 12 days' notice. You know, a lot of questions are. You know, there's a lot of questions there. A lot of people are going to be, is he going to be fit enough? Did he prepare good enough? I don't know. You know, this is too short notice for Alex. He didn't do camp. Blah blah blah. So I want people to think like that because then I can still get that moment that I wanted in February.
Yeah. But are you in shape now? Like because you
I'm always in shape.
I saw.
There's not a day of the year that I'm never in shape. I don't care. I can have the whole year off, and you see me train, you're all going to consider me in shape.
And how about weight? It's good.
Weight's good. Weight's good. I was very heavy.
Yeah.
But
that's
it
what
come,
I heard. Yeah.
Come right down though. So I'm actually really good. I'm eating really good now too. So
nice. And we saw against Ortega that it was almost impossible to submit you. And is it reassuring before facing a guy like this? Like
yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. You know, there's a lot more to worry about with Islam than Ortega. Ortega's probably got some more dangerous submissions, but Islam's obviously control and, you know, the way, you know, all them sort of techniques is obviously a lot different. So there's more problems with Islam than there is with Ortega. Ortega, he's got them Hail Mary submissions where, you know, obviously Islam wants to, he'll try and control. We'll look for submissions, but he'll make sure he's trying to control the whole time. So
yeah. But I mean, like mentally.
Mentally, be knowing that I can get through them, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Like it's that. But not only that, the training that I do, the positions I put myself with guys like Craig Jones and some of the training partners I have at the gym, you know, I put myself, you know, I let them get really, really deep submissions, and it's very, very hard to submit me.
Yeah, we'll see. But
yeah, exactly.
Because the last time, you know, he did a submission, so maybe he thinks like impossible to submit.
I don't think he's going to chase them too much. I think he knows he'll wear himself out trying to chase submissions.
And this fight, you know, is like a one shot, or your plan is to like stay in lightweight because you clearly like cleaned the featherweight division. Yeah,
it's a tricky one. I do want to keep both divisions busy. I do want to do both, but there's a lot of exciting fights in lightweight. The UFC, I know they're not big fans of the keeping two divisions busy. So it's just we've got to see what happens. Obviously, I want to get my hand raised. I do want to do January Toronto, defend the featherweight, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was going to ask this one because people were talking about a fight against Topuria in January. Is that still what you want to do?
Yeah, that's definitely what I want to do. You know, I told you I want to be active. I don't like sitting on the sidelines and waiting.
Yeah. Okay. Win or lose, you fight on January.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
But we're going to win anyway. So
yeah.
But I know what you say.
Yeah. In France, I don't know if you heard about this. We have a young featherweight, Saladin Parnasse.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you heard about this guy? Saladin Parnasse.
Saladin Parnasse. I think I might have watched him in the last one.
I'm going to show you a picture of him because the story about this guy is crazy. Let me up. This guy. No, he's a KSW.
Okay, I think has he fought in UFC?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay,
KSW. But this guy, he was featherweight. Champion is in featherweight.
Okay, yeah.
Then he moved to lightweight.
Okay, yeah.
Champion in lightweight, and now in December 16 is going welterweight to become triple champion.
Oh, is this in one of the promotions?
Yeah, KSW.
Oh, KSW. Okay, oh, nice. All right, yeah, no, that's not who I thought it was. I thought it might have been someone that was fought in on the France card. But yeah, it's cool. That's something that I wouldn't mind trying to do that as well. Yeah. I mean, the two divisions is going to keep me real busy. You know what I mean? But 3 divisions, you can imagine how busy that's going to keep you. But I mean, like I'm definitely up for it.
Yeah. We have another one. Maybe you think about this one called Benoit Saint-Denis. You know this guy? Benoit Saint-Denis.
Yeah, Benoit. I think so.
God of War. The God of War is nickname. You know.
God of War. Sorry.
No problem.
I'm not good with names.
Yeah. This guy is not in top 15, but he beat Tiger Moises. You know,
okay, yeah.
And now he's fighting in.
Is he featherweight? Is he?
No, lightweight. He is fighting Frevola to the number 14.
Okay, yeah.
This guy, Benoit Saint-Denis.
Oh yeah, I have seen him before. Yeah, I've seen him. I know I've seen him. I can't really remember the fight, sir. But he's lightweight, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And who's he fighting?
Frevola.
Oh, Frevola. Okay, yeah. All right. I don't know what you want me to say about it.
No, but if you know him, but
okay, I've seen him before.
You obviously don't know him.
Like I mean, I'll obviously watch fights, but I mean, I don't Like I love watching fights,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't invest in every fight. I mean, like I don't think my brain could handle that many.
We are making a big movie about like the history of MMA to promote MMA in France.
Okay, yeah.
So I got like 3 or 4 questions, but like really large
Yep.
for the public. So if you had to convince someone that never watched MMA, like maybe a football fan, rugby fan, or whatever, to watch MMA, what would you tell him to convince him?
Watch my fight with Islam. That's what I'll tell him. Nah, you want to be a better answer. So say it again.
To convince someone that never watched MMA, to
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
MMA.
yeah.
Maybe someone that thinks, oh, MMA is too violent, or there is no rules in MMA,
Yeah. Like I think I always try and set a good example. A lot of people are going to see, your trash talking, your Conor McGregor's, and a lot of people, going to see the rivalries and all that. Because the people that aren't into it, usually that's what they are. They're a little bit worried about it. But literally, I'll show them some of the fighters, because some of the nicest people I've ever met is in this sport. It really is. Like there's so many so well respected, disciplined athletes that are on the UFC roster. So I'll just make them aware of these athletes, let them hear them out, let them understand their story and understand the sport. Like, you want them to understand, like, this isn't just people just fighting in a cage. There's so much more in it. There's a respect, discipline, and the techniques that are involved. It's probably one of the most difficult sports in the world when it comes to techniques.
Yeah, and there's people that train every day to be at the top. So
yeah, 100%.
Quite improving. Who is the GOAT of MMA?
Who is the GOAT of MMA? Man, there's so many of them. I mean,
or if you have like a top 5.
I've got top 5, yeah. Okay,
top 5 is
yeah. Obviously, you got your George St. Pierre's, your Anderson Silvas, Demetrius Johnsons, the John Joneses. You know what I mean? There's. Did I miss one?
Yeah, you said 4.
Okay, no, but I mean, like, did I miss any of the top guys? I'll just say there's 4.
Okay, top 4.
Top 4.
And where do you consider yourself in this list?
I don't like to talk about myself. So I'll let other people decide that. But I mean, I am chasing greatness.
Yeah.
And obviously, my goal isn't just to be champ or just double champ. I do want to be cement myself as one of the best of all time. So that's up for people to decide, though.
Thank you. Pretty good way to do it.
Huh?
You're in a good way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going all right. We're just going to keep that rolling.
If you have a message for the French people, maybe?
Message for...
A lot of support.
A
lot of support.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate all the support from France. Obviously, it's so good that MMA's obviously in... Because I remember training with guys in Thailand, and... there was no MMA allowed, and I remember seeing so many good athletes. So I'm glad that everything is thriving over there when it comes to... It's a big market for the UFC, and the support over there. And I got told probably one of the best crowds. So shout out to you guys with Australia. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate the support, and make sure you tune in this weekend. It's going to be a historic event, and can't wait to put on a show for you.